Hey, what's up, guys? It's July 28th, day number 28 of 90. It's been a couple days, a nice little break I had with some big things that happened for the Lost Youth brand. And so that's going to be great to talk about just some new developments with the community and where it's headed. It seems like it's just changing fast, and it's teaching me a lot. And I just kind of got to roll with it. I mean, that's the whole point of all of this, is to get into creation and to take action and to in momentum find the answers that we've been looking for. And I'm a huge believer in prayer and meditation, and I just know so strongly when we ask for things that the answers do end up coming. It just kind of seems like when you take the actions and you're moving, you speed up the rate that you get those answers that you were looking for. So before we jump in, I would love it if you would like and subscribe this channel, because this is just like we're at the ground level. And even though it might be 8 people that watch this, I imagine the thousands of people out there who are supporting me and are asking for this message. But any likes and subscribes really help out right now. So where to begin? Over the weekend, we hit the gym every day. Did go out on Friday night. Was just me and a buddy, so we took it pretty low key that night, and went to a couple of spots, couple little parties, and so that was fun. And then Saturday, I woke up and one of the things that you can do when you're starting a business is you can ask people who are close to you, like family, what they think your strengths are. So this is one of the ways that you can get to know yourself and know what kind of work that you should be doing, that you'd be passionate about. And another thing that you can do is you can talk to people who look up to you or bond over some of the similar things. And there's a guy that I'm sure very few people know that I know him. It was a short relationship when I was selling solar and running sales boot camps. And this kid, he's into some of the same business and aspiration and maybe kind of repeating some of the same setbacks. And I just want to talk to him because I know he watches some of my message, and ask him what he thought of things. And just because of this, reaching out to him and finding out what he thought, it was nice to get that reflection back. And also that's putting it out by reaching out to him and asking him. It's taking action. That's reacting to not knowing what's next, or reacting to an impulse to be more friendly to people. It's making that first reaction in action, and that is important to getting anywhere. Is acting before we get in our heads about it. And yeah, talking to him after this short conversation, I was like, well, why don't I make a Skool community now? And so I did. I've been researching into Skool, and what Skool is it's a more improved version of Facebook groups. And with Facebook groups, it's really difficult to attach a course element to it. So Skool is really good because you combine the element of community supporting you, and then also information, instruction, training on on skills. And so I made it, and one of and there wasn't a total certainty about what I wanted to make the course or the theme of the school. And what Skool is, and once I made this Skool community, it really it started evolving fast. I got more and more ideas, and what it's turned into now is, here's a place where people who maybe feel a little bit directionless, or they want to make more money, because when you find your purpose, you're essentially finding something that you love, and a lot of times you love things because you're good at them, and you get good at them, and then or you love it, so you get better at it, and because you're better at it, you love it. I don't. It could go both ways, and so that's how the group started. And anyone who wants to, there's a huge question out there among people of what's my niche? What kind of group of people can I help? And one of the when you get so, and this has been a theme of this whole call, stuck in your head, you stop taking action, and you really can't figure out what it is, your purpose, and what you're passionate about, and what your niche is, when you're not moving forward. And so the goal here is for especially people when you've been stagnant or you've taken a lot of L's, is here's this group, and here's how someone can find out what they're really into. And maybe it's hard because you only have an inkling that you're passionate about something, and you're just not taking it as far as you need to go with that kind of thought or interest. And so here we now have a group where people can be given, tools and systems to discover what it is if they don't know what they're passionate about or interested in, and then give you the journal prompts and the thought process and the tools to then figure out where this passion, where it can lead to, and then what problems it can solve in the world. Because you may be really passionate about something like golf, and you're thinking well, golf, how do I make a business out of golf? But think about it. There's so many aspects to golf that you could be involved with, the course, the pitch, or that it's played on. You could be involved with the news, the media around golf somehow, apparel, equipment, reselling, marketing. I guess, what do people do while they're golfing? They like having beers. Maybe there's a restaurant on the course. Maybe you could be involved with that. What else? There's golf playlist that you could. So you see that there's just so many peripherals to it that then you could find problems in those that you can help solve for people. And then once you do that, the goal of all of this is to create this flywheel where we're doing something and we're solving problems and we're providing value, we're alleviating pains that people have in these situations, we're maybe giving them something entertaining, and because of that we can start making an income from it. And it only takes $6,250 a month to hit an income of that is $75,000 a year. That is really, at that point, that's the ceiling you hit, where anything above that income is diminishing returns. And we're at 8 minutes, just checking that. Yeah, so you don't need more than that. And that's the goal of this whole community, is what are the techniques, what are the systems that can be put into place so that you can have an income of that coming in. And a lot of times we just don't know what exists out there, because the more that I've learned about the opportunities with business with the internet, and that's what this is really showing people, is how your passion can be monetized with internet. And if you find something that you're passionate about, and then you develop a expertise in it or a knowledge in it, then say you were at a 0 and you when it came to golf, and Tiger Woods, it was at a 10, and you got really interested in golf and got your skill level up to a 3. Well, now at a 3, there is someone back there at a 0 who would be willing to pay for your help, for you to share your skill or expertise. And all it really takes is to find those people, how to market and get to that. But that is an opportunity that's there. And that is really one of the core ways that the Lost Youth community of creators is going to help people to monetize their purpose. And if you're someone who doesn't want to make content like this right here, there's a lot of these services out here that market it oh, pay for us and you won't have to make content. I just think that's kind of bogus. Like, if you can't make content about this thing, then maybe you're just gonna have to stick with that 9 to 5 job, and yeah, doing that. Like, that's the sacrifice that you have to pay. And social media and making content, it's being social. And when you haven't done it for a while, it feels a little weird. It may feel a little awkward, just like being a little more social out there in the world. And then you do it, and then it gets easier, and then you just keep doing it, and the resistance goes down. And that's exactly what's going to happen. And so that's another thing that I am looking forward to helping people out with, because I was watching videos of myself when I started making YouTube. When was that? Like 2 years ago? No, maybe like more like a year and a half. Almost, we're coming up on 2 years. I made my first videos. You can go back in this channel and watch them. There's like some called, what is like a Mormon, a med school student, and a construction sales guy have in common. My life story. There's something like that. You can go back and watch them. You'll probably be like, well, hopefully you'll be like, this is way different. It is. It's just way more comfortable, and that's all these changes can happen. And guess what? I only recorded like 5 or 6 of those. Imagine if I had done that every day since then. I've got 34 videos on my channel. So it's been 2 years, and I've made 34 videos, and you can go back and watch them, and they're going to be a little bit better. But imagine how much better, like, even right now, I can't even like tell you how hard this would have been to be looking at myself in my face on camera, and I would just freeze the freak up. Like, something about looking in like my own face, and like another guy referred to this that I watched his content, a really advanced guy, years and years in social skills space, that you have this rigid self-image, and so when you're recording yourself, you have a hard time of letting go, or the release muscle. And the cool thing is like that's the same as how it works when you're giving a public speech when you're talking to strangers. And then there's just things that get in the way, like recording videos. I'd usually tighten up, or I'd start thinking about something else, or I'd look at my face. So this is like a little bit of a masterclass on making content. But really, if you one of the core principles of this channel is developing your social life and your social skills. And so if you can do it with the content you make, you're going to get better in your social skills. And if you improve your social circle, your content's going to get better. It's a beautiful flywheel, this beautiful positive feedback loop of spiraling up into a more and more at peace, enlightened person. So that was a nice little rant. And, it's fun to get on those and just let go and see what happens. It's not always easy. So it's all about taking action, making content and taking action, getting out there and making a group of friends. Whatever, if you could really boil down to almost anything that is bothering you, and usually, right, it's fitness, or it's finances, or it's relationships, or it's happiness. Am I missing anything? And if we take action, we'll solve the problem. If we react to the energy, if we react to the situation with action, we're going to find more answers. In General Patton, he said that a lousy plan today is better than the perfect plan in 3 weeks. So might not be the most perfect plan for Lost Youth, a community of creators, a place where we help people build their personal brands and monetize them. Sorry, got to work on that elevator pitch, a little choppy there. But you see, it'll materialize. And I don't have to quit my day job. I can still sell roofs, but I'm really happy that these actions I'm taking are expansive. And sometimes the only thing I got to watch out for is getting in my head about things and second guessing, whether it's second guessing the way I look on this camera right now, or second guessing what people think when I'm posting on Instagram and Facebook every day. You know, that's what we're doing. If I didn't really want to do it, like, I wouldn't have to make content. Like, if I really want to do it and that's what it takes, then that's what it takes to, you know, live a life of location independence and unlimited income just affected by the amount of content I make and the ideas that I have, and that's available to everybody else too. I want to let you know that is we're doing this together. The point of this is because, and I'll end on this, 15 minutes. The closing point is we're all taking action because this is a revolution where people can make money, make the world a better place with high integrity, like share the skills and knowledge they have. They may not even have to go to college. They could get some knowledge and skill about sales and website building and then share that and change the world and bless people's lives. And they can do that all without a boss. They can do that without that college degree. They can just start a YouTube channel. Like, seriously. And we've hated on it. I was one of those that like questioned it and I never imagined myself doing this. So if there's anybody that you can like trust, I didn't think I would be doing this. And I'm like gonna have to work at it. And I will. So when you watch these videos, you're gonna see change and growth in real time. You're not gonna see someone that's just a finished, polished product that turned on the camera and then crushed it. No, like, I'm gonna figure this out and develop it. And you guys will be able to do that too. And you'll be able to live anywhere and make any amount of money, and you'll find your life's purpose, and you'll be super stoked because you'll be creating something that didn't exist before. So thanks for watching, guys. Please like and subscribe to this. And yeah, I'll be back at you tomorrow. We're going back on this, and I'll let you know about our other goals with the diet and the weight. Didn't really touch on that today. So, Lost Youth, peace out.